today is the 33rd Fun Run, the Harefield Hospital Fun Run, and we've actually had a record number of people entering today, 1,100 I believe, but it's been really great. We've had people coming here running in memory of their families. We've got a lot more stalls than we had last year, and we also like to say special thanks to all our supporters and our sponsors, and in particular Les White from Crescent Building Supplies, who sponsored the t-shirts this year.
Then, to the sound of a silent starting horn, they were off.
This is the biggest event for us of the year for Harefield. Every year it raises tens of thousands of pounds which we put into this hospital to buy the things that the NHS can't buy. And this year has just been really spectacular. Well over 1,000 runners, and I know we'll make a lot of money.
What will the money eventually go to?
The two things we're buying this year, we're buying these special Levitronics machines, and they're so new, and we get through a lot of them here because of course this hospital does a huge number of transplants and other heart and lung operations, and Levitronics saves many, many lives, but they change so quickly. You know that medical advances are huge, and we really want to keep ahead of the game. And the other thing we're helping is a trial for nursing to help transplant patients at the end of their life care, to really help them as they decide how they want to spend their last years.
The fundraising being helped by the biggest turnout in years.
I had a heart transplant on the 10th of January 1995, so I've got quite a close connection to the hospital. So that was 18 and a half years ago now, and been doing the Fun Run literally every year ever since. So this is my 19th Fun Run, and each year bring the family along and see everybody else around here sort of joining in and having fun. You get to see old faces, there's a few people, there's the nursing staff, and meet old friends. Because again, when you come in, you know, you meet people and then they all go off to different parts of the country. So you sort of catch up with old friends and see everybody else, as I say, having a good time and coming to support the hospital, I think, which is really great.
Hot weather meant the water bottles were essential.
How is it that Buck is entwined in sports world?
Very much we like our staff to get involved with things, and very much to have the healthy lifestyle, and obviously sport is a way of doing that.
Now, you've done this for a number of years, haven't you?
Yeah, personally I've been involved since '93, whether it be as a marshal, giving out water, even actually doing the run.
Oh, very good. But today has been exceptional, the weather and the sheer numbers of over 1,000.
Exactly, yes. We haven't seen that for many years, over 1,000 people. And, you know, it's fantastic that so many people want to support Harefield Hospital.
Wonderful, and we'll see you next year.
Yeah, look forward to it. Thank you very much.
Runners could choose a 1 mile or a 3.5 mile course, and they could do as many laps as they wanted.
I'm Steve Gibo. I'm here for my daughter Carrie, who passed away in March.
I'm Janet Gibo, and I'm also here for my daughter Kerry. I've been coming to the Harefield Hospital since she was born for the last 30 years, between the Harefield and the Royal Brompton. The last 3 years she was attending the Royal Brompton Hospital, so we have a connection with both. They're both very special to us, both hospitals, so this is why we wanted to come today, to support them both.
I've been a patient here since 1977. I've had 8 pacemakers, and I've had open heart surgery here, and I owe my life to these people. It's wonderful. So I do these for Harefield. Started off with this one, and he was called Henry, and he used to have a jumper with the Harefield hare's head on it. And then I did a grey one, which was called Henrietta.
We've got students that actually were in the hospital when they were babies. Also, my mum used to work for the hospital for many years, so it's really important to us. It's a fantastic day and charity event, and you know, I absolutely admire what the staff do in the hospital, and I think it's a really good thing to incorporate dance into something like this because, you know, it's all about health factors.
We are currently raising money to buy a new system called Organ Care System. Basically, this is a machine that will keep the donated organ alive and functioning while it's being transported from the donor to the recipient. This machine enables the organ to be transported greater distance from the, now I believe it's 3 to 4 hours. We can now transport it up to 18 hours, so that means that fewer organs will be wasted and greater coverage will be made throughout Europe and the UK.
My name's Helen Quickshanks and I'm part of Team AC, and this is my family, my husband Paul, my little boy Sam and my daughter Libby and my nephews and friends, and together we formed Team AC in December when we lost my little daughter Macy at the Brompton Hospital. So she was a patient here for 4 weeks. People are just lovely that have been helping out. All the marshals have been very well organised and really great fun. We've all really enjoyed it.
And you've got your kids taking part as well?
They've been part, from the start, they've been part of everything. We've raised so much money so far, about £15,000 since December, and the kids have really helped. They've done lots of fundraising at the school. This little one, Sam, he's 5 years old and he has just won the 1 mile challenge. He was the first person across the line, weren't you, Poppet? He's a very fast runner.
Yep, he's even faster than me.
It's still 50, no, £60 from the gentleman in the front. Gentleman in the front with the 2 young ladies with him, £60 once.
The raffle helped to raise even more money for the event.
£60 for the gentleman in the front with the glasses and the 2 young ladies.
I'd been complaining about not feeling well for a couple of years before. Nobody diagnosed it, but I was so ill in Portugal I had to be brought home. Went to a regular hospital, I think it was Kingston, and to the heart unit there, and I was transferred here when they realised the extent of the problem. And I feel much fitter now through being in Harefield and the care I was given here, because I was given great care, than I felt in the 5 years before I came here, because I was very ill and the left-hand side of my heart had stopped working because I had dilated cardiomyopathy, but nobody had diagnosed it, and I was a very ill man in those days. These days, for my age, I'm 58, I'm doing pretty good.
I want to introduce you, please, to another guest, a sporting giant who's with us today, Richard Wigglesworth. Richard, of course, currently plays for Saracens and England. In 2007, he was there in the World Cup squad.
So I'm Richard Wigglesworth, and Harefield holds a special place in my heart because my father had a heart transplant 28 years ago, and this is the place that looked after him. He had his heart transplant in the London Heart Hospital and got transferred here after 3 or 4 days, and spent the next 4 weeks in residencies here, getting looked after by the fantastic staff, and just generally the amount of support he's been given over the years. He's still here 2-3 times a year getting checked up, and I know it's a visit he sort of enjoys rather than dreads because of all the relationships he's made with all the fantastic staff.
What's the thing you've most enjoyed about the run today?
The fact that I'm here, actually. Seriously. I've had 18.5 years, which I didn't expect. And I think that's it, and a lot of people forget that, so that's the thing that I really look forward to, the fact that I'm here and I can still enjoy it with friends and family.
As the visitors made their way home, the day had been a success. It all happens again next year.